You never notice me, truly notice, but I notice you, and I remember everything. The day you left me here in the heavy rain, as I had no value. The day you betrayed me after all the service I gave you. The day you turned your back on me just because I grew old. The day you broke my heart, the day I realized it was the most humiliating day of my life. That was the moment I began dying slowly. It was for you, the viewers, to understand the kind of pain and torment I'm feeling in my heart. Let me tell you my full story, even if it gives me a little relief.
I was born in a factory where shoes are made. I was created through leather, machines, glue, and other materials. I won't waste your time telling you how I was made. Let's go straight to the real reason we're here. My story. After I was made, I believed I would fall into good hands, someone I would serve, someone kind-hearted who would take care of me. While I waited in storage after my creation, that's when I met you. You chose me from among hundreds of shoes like me. You put me on your feet until I became a major part of your life story. Not just as footwear, no, but as a traveling companion, a battle partner. You wore me to protect your feet from hot ground, sharp stones, dirt, filth, and other things that could harm you. But you never thought that all those things you were trying to avoid were deeply hurting me, especially the sun's heat, the stones, especially when something pierced metal, like nails, needles, and other sharp objects. But despite all that, you never once opened your mouth to thank me or praise me for all the protection I gave you, even if it meant I would suffer. There's only one thing I'll never forget. When you bought me while I was new, you separated me with my siblings. The ones made with me, the ones who were stored together with me. That day you bought me out of my brothers, I entered a world of sorrow, pain, and worry. But I didn't panic. Not until the moment you wore me for the first time. I felt extreme heaviness, as if my breath was about to stop. My laces were about to snap. I entered a state of distress beyond anything you can imagine. Later on, I came to understand that I had no choice but to be patient, because this world is full of challenges. And this was my purpose, the reason I was created. I was made to serve as your protection from anything that could harm your feet, even if it meant I would be destroyed. Once I understood that, I stopped worrying too much. I kept enduring. Another thing that broke my heart was that you would take me to dirty places, no matter how filthy they were. But you would never take me to clean or important places. No matter how dirty the location was, you'd take me. But if it were a clean place, you'd remove me. That deeply hurt me. But one small thing that gave my heart a little relief was that whenever you finished wearing me and returned home, you would place me in cool water mixed with some chemicals. You'd use a soft sponge to wash me. In my whole life, nothing gave me more joy than that moment. I'd feel pleasure and happiness, as if I could hear you cleaning me. The most humiliating and disgraceful moment for me was the day I started getting old. From the time I began aging, that was the worst moment in my life. Because that was the time you turned your back on me. You stopped going out with me. At first, I was filled with happiness. But later, I came to understand something that shook me deeply. It wasn't that you left me to rest. It wasn't that you felt sorry for me. No, you simply discarded me. Because I had started to age. I realized this the day you took a shower and dressed in expensive clothes. I was there, in the same spot where you used to keep me in your room. You came to me and looked at me with disgust. Then you hissed, "That has truly burned my soul." You picked me up in anger and said, "This old shoe, I don't see any use for it anymore." Then you took me and threw me into the trash. That day was the worst day of my entire life. That was the day I realized I no longer had any value in your eyes, just because I got old. Despite all the loyalty I gave you in life. Despite the heavy weight I carried. Despite the pain I endured for your sake. Despite all the ways I protected your feet from harm, even if it meant I would suffer. I was shocked at how you threw me away after all the good I did for you. You forgot that I didn't choose to get old. You forgot that I became old because of you. Because I protected you. Now I have lost hope in this world. I've said goodbye to a life of joy. My dear owner, I miss you. And I still wish you would come back and pick me up. Even if you'll never use me again. Even if it just means you'll keep me somewhere, without looking at me. That is my story. Did my story touch your heart? Can you feel the pain that I am feeling? Have you ever thrown your old shoe into the trash? What did you do to your shoe after it got old? What lesson did you learn from my story? Do you think my owner treated me fairly, yes or no? Tell me in the comments section. Let us know the name of the object you want us to give a voice in our next video in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story tonight with your friends and loved ones.